So tell me about yourself.
My name is Kate. I've worked at the IT company for 2 years.
Are you from Russia?
Yes.
How did she know that? Okay, thanks for coming. Next!
Hey guys, today we're gonna talk about English pronunciation, how to improve it, how to make your accent better, and how to stop being afraid of your native accent. If you don't know me, I'm Kate. I love learning and teaching English, and here on my channel I share my experience to people who study English. In the first part of the video, we'll discuss a problem of having a foreign accent, and in the second part, I will give you some tips to solve this problem. One day, someone told me that I have a strong Russian accent, and that person thinks that I shouldn't teach English because of having that accent. By the way, English is my second language. I was born and raised in Russia, and I've never lived in any English-speaking country. Even I've never been there. And all I could do is watching videos and reading textbooks, and that is how I learned to speak English. So, what makes other person think that I should talk without my native accent, to talk like a native speaker? There is a widespread problem when non-native speakers use English. Even if we know all pronunciation rules, when we start speaking English to someone, we're focused on what to say, what grammar tense to use, and how to connect all the words in the sentence. And we forget how to pronounce the sounds right. When we speak, we don't have enough time to think. A lot of students told me that it's difficult to remember how to pronounce English sounds, especially those sounds we don't have in our native language. Let me give you an example. The sound I, like in the word tips. I'll say it for the first time in American accent, and the second time I will say it in my native Russian accent. Tips. Tips, tips, tips. Do you hear the difference? Or another difficult thing, the sound th. We don't have the same sound in Russian and in many other languages. So when we speak quickly, we often pronounce sounds as we used to in our native language. And so people can notice your accent, and even they can guess what country you're from. And sometimes it might feel frustrating. If you've ever felt this way, please let me know in the comments. But there is good news. We can change it with everyday practice. And I will give you some tips, not tips, that you can use to improve your English pronunciation. Tip number 1. Watch one video a day where natives are speaking English. Not only teachers, find vlogs of native speakers. Watching vlogs is really good for your listening skills. It's easy to understand them because people are talking about everything they show on the camera, and you can hear native English pronunciation. Because if you want to learn how to pronounce, you must learn how to listen first. So watch more videos, and if you're short of time, watch just one video a day. Tip number 2. Do phonetic drills every single day. Repeat sounds, repeat words, repeat the whole phrases. It's a great way to train your vowels, your consonants, and intonation of simple English phrases. When I started doing phonetic drills, it was exhausting because all my face muscles hurt, but after some time I realized that I can sound much better. You can also find your favorite speaker on YouTube and imitate his speaking style. Tip number 3. Stop apologizing for your accent. Having an accent is not bad. Keep that in mind and keep improving. I discovered an interesting thing. Sometimes people just feel comfortable saying words in their native accent. When I went to the speaking clubs here in Russia, I noticed that People were smiling at me when I was trying to speak with American accent because it might seem to them kind of unnatural. Instead of saying 20, I was like 20, trying to imitate American accent, and they looked at me like this.
That's a lovely accent you have.
I believe that it doesn't matter if you have a foreign accent or even if you have a limited number of words. What really matters is to be understood by anyone when you're talking. If you're able to express your thoughts and communicate to people, it's good. I don't tell you that we should stop working on pronunciation and stop improving. Of course not. But we should not be afraid of speaking with our native accent. It's okay. Everyone has an individual accent, so stop apologizing and keep improving. Tip number 4. Read books about pronunciation. I think one of the best books about pronunciation is English Pronunciation in Use. It's both good for British and American pronunciation. I find it absolutely fascinating. You can also read a book, The Lowdown Improve Your Speech. It helps you to learn how to use your voice and tidy up your speech. Work on Your Accent is also a useful book for improving your pronunciation, and it helps you to reduce the influence of your native language. Tip number 5. Use apps to check out your progress. There are so many of them, and you can choose whatever you like. I personally use Elsa Speak because this app is focused on American English, and after you pronounce some words, you get feedback on the right way how to move your lips and tongue to get the sounds right. So these tips are extremely helpful, but you should not strive to get rid of your native accent completely. I was a little bit frustrated when that person told me about my Russian accent. But I said to myself, I'm not perfect and I'm trying to speak like myself. I just want to connect to the world and be understood by anyone when I'm speaking English. I make mistakes and I welcome those mistakes, and this lets me grow and improve. I don't care about how do people see me because it's not about me. It's about their inner state. It's about their state of mind. I mean those offensive words about my accent. I think all accents are great. They make people unique, and we should not be afraid of our accents. Well, I've told you how to make your accent better and gave you some tips to improve your accent. If you want more information about how to improve your pronunciation, watch this video next. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!